All right.
All right.
I think we should call this meeting to order.
Yeah. Josh.
Is now joining.
Lawrence.
Is now joining.
Does the thing have an agenda? It's great having you guys here.
Yep.
Josh,
Yep.
the co-host with the co-most.
Almost.
So good to see you.
Good to see you too, man.
Great. I'm doing great.
Yeah.
I'll just outline our meeting today for us.
Please.
So we got
Please do.
an
Whoa,
agenda
who's that?
overview. Huh? Who's that? Is
Is there a voice in here?
what? A third?
A third
Is there a
voice?
third?
I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. I think so.
Okay, well, hey, maybe we'll find out when you read out the agenda.
So our agenda. We have a guest.
Oh, so it was a
It is a
There is
guest.
a guest.
So we got our good friend Nico on the show.
All right.
Howdy, howdy.
Go.
Thanks for having me.
Let's go.
Yeah. So we'll do the usual. Josh, I'll let you give an intro for Nico, and then we'll go into just chatting.
Just chatting.
That's what it says.
Yeah.
And then after that, we'll do the thanks and shout outs like we always do.
Is there anything
Nope, it's a blank.
awesome?
Yep.
We
Still
love it.
no sponsors.
No. That's
But
great.
tons of people to thank that we haven't called out.
Of course.
And then we'll adjourn.
Yeah. Do you think we'll get to
Our next
our
guest?
next guest?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll see if we have.
Yeah.
See if we have time.
So we set up two guests for today. One, our very good friend Nico, and then Daniel afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
hopefully
Yeah. Hopefully. We'll.
we'll get to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Start on a low and on a high. Love it.
Not even.
Podcast getting better and better.
Not if this intro has anything to say about that. So, our guest is our good friend Nico. There's a couple things that we could say about Nico. First of all, he is a Ph.D. candidate in geography at UBC. He completed his master's in philosophy at Cambridge as a Rhodes Scholar.
Is that the actual Cambridge, or is it like you went to like low budget Cambridge, like Cambridge, Ohio?
Cambridge, Ontario.
Cambridge,
Yeah,
Ontario.
that's right.
It's the
small
Cambridge.
school in-
It's the Cambridge though,
The
isn't
Cambridge, like
the
in
Cambridge,
the UK.
The Cambridge.
Wow.
Yeah. I wish I was a Rhodes Scholar, though. I don't know where that... You guys are too kind. Y'all are too kind.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
it? I think it's like a roadhouse.
It's a rodeo. It's a big rodeo.
Rodeo scholar.
Yeehaw, that's awesome.
Yeehaw.
Awesome. Well, I'm just gonna read from your LinkedIn here. It says
Oh, no.
The most accurate
the
description
most
of you.
accurate. Okay, so yeah,
God, Lord have
absolutely.
mercy.
Nico is trained as an interdisciplinary and dynamic action researcher.
What?
All right, Nico's interests span the disciplines of economic
Cut,
geography,
cut.
No way.
urban studies,
That's what I thought.
political economy.
What is that
economy,
even? We don't even know.
labor studies and social sciences of the internet.
Of the internet?
He has also focused extensively on and holds long-standing interests in political ecology, comparative politics, public management, and environmental governance. And his dissertation is situated at an intersection of smart cities, platform urbanism, urban governance, and the digital economy.
No.
Explain Bitcoin
Yeah,
and NFTs, please.
yeah.
How much time do we have? Oh my goodness, you guys are pumping my tires. Sorry that you had to read through that agony.
There you go.
Mumbo jumbo right there.
You sound smart.
No, just
Sometimes you act smart. This podcast will figure out which one it is.
That's right. So, first question: What was your favorite food in the UK?
Yeah.
I'm a big fish and chips guy. A bit original, not really that exciting, but fish and chips. Percy Pigs.
What is a
Percy
Pig?
Pigs.
yeah, what is
That's like my favorite candy. They're like gummy. They're like gummy pigs, pretty much. But they like
Okay.
aren't super chewy, and they're just super good to have. Like,
So it's a gummy candy that's
Yeah.
not super chewy.
yeah,
So it's what's the taste? Like,
just go with it. Just
Like
trust me.
it's
Trust
like
me.
a marshmallow? Like marshmallow?
Kind of. They're just so good. Yeah. And
Like if you had to describe the flavor to somebody who's never tried one, does it taste like a pig at all? Like
Like lechon.
Like
and
lechon.
gummy candy.
yeah.
with some mamacita sauce on it,
Yeah.
Mamacita
Ooh.
sauce.
or some mang tomas. Or,
Buddy.
There you go.
there we go. There we go.
Your friend? Anybody?
It's like when you run out of sauce.
Budget mang tomas.
Your friend? No, it's the banana. Silly guy. It's like the two competitors.
Oh,
It's like
shit, oh,
Your
shit.
friend and UFC.
Honestly, yeah, love both. I'm a lover, not a hater. But fish and chips and Percy pigs
Yeah.
for days.
It's amazing.
What kind of fish? What kind of fish?
Oh, nice like halibut,
Oh, a nice halibut. That's you got a rich taste.
tilapia, steelhead.
They have tilapia in the UK?
I, although to be fair, I think when I was in the UK, I was cooking maybe 90% of my meals, and then 10% were like takeout.
Fish and chips for you was like goldfish, like the snack that smiles back. Like potato lays.
But they don't even have Lay's in England. They have Walkers. Apparently, there's
Like
some
the
trademark. Yeah.
Is it still by Fritos? Oh, sorry. Are we allowed to name brands?
Please sponsor.
Yeah.
Unsponsor.
No free.
like the walkers, like the people who make shortbread, also make chips.
Possibly. Honestly,
Man, that's
I could see
like,
the crossover happening.
yeah, like Paul Walkers.
Paul,
No,
see you again. It's been a long time without you, my friend.
that's a good
Is
one.
this not? Did I get the wrong Walker?
No, I think you got the right. You got the right one.
Johnny Walker.
That's not,
What other walkers do we? Sleepwalkers.
so there's a funny story that we have as a trio,
Okay.
and it happened at my engagement party, where
Wait, what happened?
it was like
What
us.
happened?
It was
What
us
happened? No, it was
four.
you guys.
So it wasn't a trio. It was actually
What's this about?
Josh, Nico, producer
Your
John, and
engagement
myself.
party?
Yeah, the surprise one. Remember, we're trying
What the Geo?
so hard. Our friends were so kind, and they threw my wife Brinley and I a really, really sweet, nice
It was,
surprise
it was.
engagement
That's
party.
right.
And the three gentlemen with me were supposed to get me there and surprise me with the party, and they did. They succeeded so well.
Yes.
And I had no
High five,
idea
high
that
five,
it was
high five.
happening. But we were being silly the whole way there.
Gosh. Oh, because because and then Brindley were like trying to like all pipe down because Brindley was coming.
Yeah, so Brinley and I came at different times. We came early, and then they tried. We were supposed to hide in the back and stay quiet, but we couldn't because we were
That's impossible.
we were laughing at nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing to see.
Old Nico.
We had to hold Nico down and caress him
He just kept,
out of laughter.
just kept saying, just kept making weird noises. And it was like everybody else was in like the living room, and we were in the kitchen, and it was like connected by this like long hall.
I had no
That's right.
So it just reverberated. It was
soundproof. We're literally next door.
We're trying so hard not to make noise that we made so much noise.
It was
We couldn't.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I do apologies if
I was
anyone's listening
dying.
on the pod that had to endure that.
Everybody who endured it
We're all
was here.
forgiven. We're on the other side of the fence.
That's so true. On the other side of the wall, they must have been going crazy.
So funny.
Is someone smothering Nico?
Is that what all Filipinos do?
It's like they've never seen 4 Filipinos together, and the first one was uncontrollable laughter.
It must all be like this.
Yeah.
No.
Their country must be so joyful.
Are all what was this before? Are all Filipinos 7 foot?
No. Just Kai Soto.
This guy's Soto.
Oh, also, did you have beans there when you were in the UK?
I did.
Was it awesome?
Yeah.
I can't imagine it.
I feel like it's just like a one and done thing. Like you try it and then you're like, okay.
Wait, do they grow the beans or are they like imported?
Like
Do you know?
garbanzo beans or
Like the beans they eat. Is it like a
That's a good
domestic product? I'm just asking because you're
know.
a platform urbanism. What? That's what it says on his LinkedIn profile. So I thought I'd ask. You know,
That's a reminder for me to delete LinkedIn right after this. No, I honestly don't know.
Right.
But yeah, no.
like it's got to be local because it's their like main thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
They wouldn't
What-
import that
What
for
is
sure.
what is your favorite bean though?
My favorite bean?
Do you like a mungo bean?
Like a
Mungo bean.
mung beans.
This is straight up Filipino podcast right now. We need to reach a diverse audience, not
I do
just the
like
Philippines.
mungo. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Mungo, yeah. I
Mung
don't know
bean?
how to say it. Mungo is like
Oh,
a Filipino
Sounds
dish,
good.
but it's just like it's just beans.
I can't handle that. My dad loves
Beans
it.
and spinach.
You don't like it?
When my dad, when he was younger, as a punishment, his mom would give him mung beans, mung soup, or
Mungo.
yeah, mungo. But as a punishment, and now he absolutely loves mungo.
Yeah,
so
dude.
it backfired.
It's
He
so
loves-
good.
He absolutely
Do you,
loves
like,
mungo.
do you like yours really dry or really soupy? There's like 2 camps, isn't
That's
there?
true. I like mine a little soup.
I mean, I get it. It mixes with the rice
It makes
better.
it with the rice.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, no cap for sure.
Yeah. I think like other
Oh
cultures,
shizzle, oh sure.
I don't think they do it dry.
No,
I think it's only Filipinos.
I think really.
I don't know. I've never had it anywhere else where they've had it not wet like a soup.
Yeah, no, it's true.
John,
I
how about
didn't-
you?
I didn't even.
Producer John.
Doesn't even have why?
You need an executive decision. Settle the score right now, John. Come over here.
Let's see.
Do you like your mango beans dry?
Soupy or dry? Nod once. Oh, he likes it in between.
Indifferent.
Yeah. But that was your dad's punishment was to eat them?
Yeah, to eat mango beans growing up.
Well,
Now he loves them.
so I heard some of my friends say that they use also like mungo, but as a punishment, but not like when it's cooked. Like when it's still dry, they put it down and then they make them kneel on it for like a period of time, and it'd be like a form of like disciplinary punishment.
So mung beans are like maybe like half a centimeter in diameter, I would say.
Yeah. It's like,
And they're really hard.
yeah,
So that would not be great.
it would hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That's very, like old school Philippines, I think.
Yeah, it is old school. It's like up there with the belt.
That's up there with the bell. The walis.
Sandok.
Get the walis over
The
here.
rice paddle.
So well, at least that's like the broom.
Get the walis.
Oh man, I don't know. I think my favorite bean is still the garbanzo because I like to say it.
Garbanzo bean.
Yeah, chickpea sucks, but the garbanzo, no, there's the king of beans,
It's kind of fun.
right?
It sounds fun.
Yeah, we had to make so there's someone in our circle who's vegan, and we were making breakfast for this group of people, and instead of eggs, you could use bean juice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's pretty good. Like you can whip it up, almost like a meringue,
Yes.
and then you can add it to your waffle batter, and it makes it nice and fluffy.
What is it called again? Is it aquafaba or something?
Yeah, aquafaba.
Mmm.
That's just bean
Yum,
juice.
yum. Very nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I think
Okay.
that's like a interesting thing when you call it aquafaba instead of bean juice. It makes it more appetizing, you know.
We're having aquafaba.
Well, they say that coffee is bean juice
That's true.
because you pass water through
Yeah.
the coffee beans.
Nothing but facts here, folks. Yeah, that's
You
true.
drink it.
You heard it here.
You just gotta name it something better, and people love it.
That's right.
It's like people don't like eggplant, but
That's
maybe
right.
they like aubergine.
Aubergine. That's right. That's
Ooh.
right. Maybe they don't like tofu, but they like bean curd. No, they don't. No, they don't.
I feel like
No, they don't.
I think I gotta switch that
That's
one.
it.
Bean curd.
Bean curd.
bean curd?
That's the only time I heard it in England. Yeah, aubergine. That was my first intro to
What about a
aubergine.
courgette?
Courgette.
Courgette.
Corvette.
It's like you drive it. No,
Yeah.
I think a courgette is a zucchini.
Could I get a zucchini?
Or a toasty.
Yeah, toasty.
What's a toasty again?
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. Can we Wikipedia it? I feel like I'm gonna get it wrong.
I don't think you went to Cambridge. I think that's
No,
you
I
should know what it's.
You went to Cambridge, Ontario.
I went to Cambridge, clearly. I went to,
You just
Cambridge.
came back and started talking in a British accent.
I went to a small school.
He's like, let me tell you about beans. It's so. I mean, I tried them once. The whole time I was there. It's a one and done thing.
There you go. It's awesome. Did you?
I'm a not book smart or street smart that don't have any credential to be on this podcast.
Those are the two smarts, though. There's no others.
I have no qualifications whatsoever.
That's good. That's what we were looking for.
The first guy bailed, so they called me for backup. That's the real story today.
It's like I
I'm
just came
jet
back
lagged.
from an
I
Europe
just
trip.
You just came back from.
It's 3 a.m. in Paris right now.
Wait, did you just come back from Paris?
I did. I got back from a Euro trip and I'm just.
You're just so tired.
Y'all didn't give me any courtesy of like do some vocal exercises this morning. John was just like, "You free at 4:30?" I asked John, "Do I need anything? Like, are we going paintballing or nothing?" He's like, "No, just bring yourself."
You just need your voice. Oh,
Just your voice.
not even that.
My tone ain't that good.
What is your favorite vocal warm up though? Like if you had one, what would you have done?
Oh my goodness. First, you gotta like gargle in some ginger for sure. Drink
Oh,
some
like
ginger.
Sure.
That's what they do.
is this what they do?
Can you... Josh is dead. I feel so bad. There's a room next to us in the library. I feel so. If you're in room 117, I'm so sorry. I promise. This is the one and done. This is the first and the last time I'm on this podcast.
Not
The
even
alpha
a
and the
little
omega of your podcast.
It's a good run, boys. It's a good run. It's a good run.
Speaking of runs, you like to run, right?
I do. I like running to class, running to the bus.
Yeah. Just I think you.
McDonald's run.
Yeah, Mackey's run.
He's run.
Don's.
Dons.
I do like.
You tried Dons in the UK?
I did.
Do they have fish and chips? How is it?
Good. Honestly, the McChicken though, biggest surprise.
Yeah.
I felt like the McChicken was just a really big chicken nugget. Not spicy, not like. Yeah, it didn't have.
Like, did it have a bun?
It, yeah, it did. Bun included.
Bun included. Okay.
Nice.
But it was absolutely like a chicken nugget, which is a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
Interesting.
How would you
But-
describe the McChicken here, though? If it's not a.
Isn't it like spicier or like? I feel
I've
like,
never been to McDonald's in the UK.
yeah, no, like isn't I feel like McChickens here are like it's got some spice to it.
Like they do something different than the
Yeah,
nugget.
it's not like a big chicken nugget for sure, 100%.
So what you're confirming is that food in the UK is in fact more bland than food here when it comes to the McChicken sandwich.
I'm gonna no comment. Yeah, we want to reach our UK audience, so
Okay.
we love a good.
What do they have a nickname for McDonald's there? Like here, you call it like
Oh, goodness.
Don's, or in Australia they say Macca's.
Macca's, yeah. I didn't pay attention to it honestly. I feel like I just embraced I feel like I brought North America to the UK instead of the UK kind of. Yeah, like I would say things like Kobe or something like that, and like no one would know what I was talking about. Like, who's Kobe?
Who's Kobe? Is
Yeah,
what
we
they
would
would
just
say.
throw things in the bin or trash can in the bin. You throw things in the bin.
Yeah.
But I'd be like Kobe, and no one would join me in my.
Yeah. They're like, that's not a Kobe, that's a bin.
That's we're not in Japan.
Yeah. I don't understand what you
We're not getting a Kobe steak or something.
Kobe beef.
But oh my goodness. Last thing about McDonald's though, in Paris, oh my goodness, everything's just so expensive. So literally, we're in the Champs Elysees, or like, let's go to Don. It's like so expensive everywhere else. So we were just on a McDonald's budget. I feel like I ate like 20 burgers on our trip. It was a delight. I ain't gonna be running anytime soon. But I do. Yes, on the Strava, it's for sure. Like, comment, subscribe for the big kudos energy on Strava. 100%. 100%.
Aqua Strava. It's awesome. It's when you swim.
That's when you swim on Strava? With your phone?
Strava.
Just strapped.
Aqua Strava.
I don't think I follow anyone on Strava who swims as part of their Strava.
Can you?
Yeah, I think so. You have to be able to. I would think. Like if you're an open water kind of person.
Yeah, some triathletes or like people who are training for triathlons.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've seen some people's track, like their running track, when they go through the forest, it brings them through a lake by like accident. Like, because I think the signal is stronger
Oh,
because there's no trees by the body of water.
right.
So you're like, bro, you've been running on this lake.
You've been running, walking on water.
That's crazy. You're like, wow. How strong is your faith? It's crazy.
It's just a, to say.
Musical interlude. Oceans, please.
Yeah.
Thank you, John. Thank you. Cue it up. Cue it up.
Oceans or that's right. Smoke on the water.
Nice.
That's awesome. Well, what were some of the things that you did in the UK that was like, I loved doing this?
Oh my goodness.
Wait, how long were you in the UK for?
What are the?
I was there for a year.
Nice.
During COVID too, or like just as COVID was, as you were like coming out of COVID, like the tail end. So I feel like I feel like I still was able to get like the traditional like Oxbridge experience, but definitely some parts were like toned down.
What's an Oxbridge? Is that what they call it?
Yeah, it's
Does
like
he
a
say-
small ditty that they call people from Oxford and Cambridge,
Oxbridge.
Ontario, of course.
What's a ditty?
Or I feel like they just call Oxford and Cambridge Oxbridge as like just like refer to
like
all of them together.
Yeah.
But I'm a lover, yeah.
Like
definitely.
Burquitlam.
Yeah, like a merger of two great powers, two great cities.
Or Surdell.
Sir Del.
Like Sir Delta.
Sir Delta.
Not Sir Delta.
Sir Delta.
Sir Del.
But
Yes.
no, definitely highlights. Like Cambridge is such a beautiful, small city. It's really flat. So I definitely was missing a lot of mountains. Like we have one hill in Cambridge called Castle Hill, or like Castle Mound.
Ooh.
And it gives you you hike it, or you just walk it pretty much. It's not really a hill compared to what we have here, but it gives like beautiful panos of the city, and yeah, like you can go up there for sunset, sunrise, and it's beautiful. But yeah, favorite things about Cambridge were rowing for sure. I felt rowing was like such a delight to like be on the water and like wake up early for it. Like I feel like there's few things I'd wake up like super early for, but rowing was definitely one of them, just to like start your day.
All right.
And then I love, like cycling around Cambridge as well. Like it's super bike friendly. I think it's one of the cycling capitals of at least England or the UK. So it's definitely like we have the infrastructure for it. It was super easy to like even cycle on the wrong side of on the left side of the road.
Nice.
Which was like super chill and like grateful. But that's as far as I went on the roads. Like I never drove to and from places. Just love like being in like a 15-minute city. Like you have everything. Like I didn't need a car. Like everything's, you got your like supermarkets, your school's obviously there. You have like your doctor's offices. You have your entertainment, like theater, whatnot, all like within 15-minute walk. Which is super sweet.
Nice.
Yeah. I lived on. No location, but I lived like right next to the water, which is great for rowing and stuff like that.
Nice.
The River Cam.
Did you own your own rowboat?
Oh man, I didn't. One thing I didn't know was that like rowing boats are like pretty expensive. They're like cars, pretty much.
Oh wow.
So so like, do I get a car or do I get a rowing boat?
Just row everywhere. It's fine.
Do you go places when you row, or is it just like you go back?
Yeah, just like up and down the stream, up and down the river. But thankfully, so I guess the Oxbridge model is that like every single student is part of a college, even though whether they live in the college or not is like up to them. And then each college has like their own boat club, and so you could just imagine like Oxford, Cambridge is like maybe like each university has maybe like 20-30 colleges. And you like have so much school spirit or college spirit, like repping your college. So each college has their own boat club, their own coaches. You got your own uniforms and your blades and everything like that, and like blazers. And it's just like the best way to like meet people from your college, from like undergrad to masters to PhD, and
So it's like Hogwarts.
Yeah, I guess.
Like not houses, but colleges.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Christ College, shout out. Absolutely lovely folks there over at Christ.
Let's go. That's awesome. Shout out to y'all.
Love to see it. And I think last thing is like I feel like Vancouver, like where we're from, I feel like it's such a relatively new city. Like not to say that the people and the like rich history of indigenous peoples, like I think just as like a city today, like we're relatively new, like, but like to be in a place that's been there for like 800 years, close to like 1,000 years, like every nook and cranny is just filled with so much history, and like the people, the men and women who like walk those streets or like came up with like the inventions for like DNA or like Isaac Newton's apple tree or something like that.
The penny farthing.
Those are all like. It felt like
canned beans.
It felt like somewhat like you got a bit of imposter syndrome too. Like like why am I
here?
Yeah, why am I here?
Yeah.
And like there's definitely moments where you just like grow into it, or you like fake it till you make it.
For sure.
But I think everyone there is just like super human, or like. Not to say,
like they're really good humans,
or just like really ordinary.
Yeah. Super break and then humans. Yeah, not super human. We're just like I feel like to like demystify
they're just
that.
people.
Yeah, we're just people. Like
there you
we love,
go.
like singing, playing guitar, rowing. Like I feel like super.
Like they're more human. Do they feel more human than Vancouver, as an example? Even though they're probably all human, they're just like more in tune with their being human. Is that what you're saying?
Or was it more so that because of this like rich history, like you had kind of like almost not elevated, but had this like almost like starry-eyed understanding or like starry-eyed wonder of like British people, and then when you got there, you're like, oh. They're just like me. Yeah,
we're just the kind of ordinary folks. Yeah, just like ordinary folks, and people want to know your story, and
that's sick.
Yeah, like for all that we do, like dressing up in gowns and stuff, like we're all it's just like tell me your story. Like, how did our paths cross so that like
Yeah.
all of a sudden we're like seated at a table next to each other in these gowns, listening to like people sing grace in Latin or something like that. But
Nice.
super.
What do you mean by dressing up in gowns?
Yeah. Oh,
And
man.
was this like a regular occurrence, or did it happen once and you remember it?
Yeah, it's like at least once. We have, depending on the college, we have, at least at Christ, we had formal dinners maybe like once a week,
Got
which
you.
is nice.
Alright. Oh, sick.
So we get
That's
to like
cool.
dress up.
Is that like baked into the like traditions of the school? Or is it-
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, that's cool.
definitely. So like, and you can also kind of do swaps and like visit other colleges as well.
Oh no way.
And so like Christ is, I say Christ is like we're like a medium size. Like we've got like 500 undergrads and maybe like 200 postgrads, like masters and PhD students. But there's like bigger colleges, smaller colleges, and they've each got their own architecture. So yeah,
That's
they're all
sweet.
unique in their own sense.
Very cool. That's sweet. So you said that there are a bunch of colleges, kind of like occupying the same kind of like space. Would is that kind of like at Trinity? There's ACT Seminary, ACT Seminaries, and it's like 4 seminaries in like the one like
Yeah,
space. Is that what
totally.
it's like?
Totally, yeah. I definitely think that model sounds pretty similar. We're one university, and I think we're like one university with like 31 other like branches that each like compile one thing. So
That's cool.
Okay.
definitely, yeah, and Oxford's the same. I know there's like University of Toronto has like a bit of a similar system with like a few colleges like Trinity, St. Mike's, Victoria.
Yeah.
So they've got like some cool, and I think what's nice about the college system is that it makes such a big university so much smaller, and you're able to like really get to know
Yeah.
like your professors, the people in the college, and
That's cool.
we each get like both like a tutor who's like there for like pastoral advice, and like each college normally has a chapel as well with like a reverend or a chaplain.
chaplain?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
some chappies, and so you get to know
The chappies?
the
The
different types
chappies.
of chappies that are there.
That's
and,
cool.
Yeah, it's like a sweet place to like go and have like with so much going on in like the city. It's like nice to like find quiet spaces too, like chapels and stuff like that.
That's cool. Yeah, because like was it exciting for you to go to Cambridge, like knowing that it like had such a rich history? Because doesn't it also have like just like its roots in like the not like beginnings of, but just like it has some significance in like church history also, right?
Totally, yeah, 100%. Like what's really cool is like Oxford University's motto is Dominus Illuminatio Mea in Latin, which means like the Lord is my light, like from like Psalm 27, I believe.
Okay.
And so like from the very get-go, like you can see like the fingerprints of like people opening up these institutions for the study, for like theology and like to get closer to God and to like be able to like train ministers. And so I think it was super cool to see like God's fingerprints like throughout, like men and women who were faithful to God's calling, and they became either like ministers, or like we got like the Archbishop of Canterbury, or like different types of people. I think like the current Archbishop of England, like Justin Welby, or like the person who the founder of Alpha, Nicky Gumbel, studied at Cambridge for
sweet.
to do like his to be a doctor or to be a
Barrister.
barrister.
I had to look
Oh,
that up.
remember?
To be barrister.
Yes, that's right. Okay, yeah, go keep going, and then we'll share the story.
Yeah, please. Yeah, but like just to see like even folks who like didn't even train in ministry to start became people who are like doing great work for the Lord. And I feel like Nicky Gumbel's like such a cool experience, and it's a cool testimony of that.
Yeah, well, that's cool.
I need to hear this. What's this barrister?
The barrister story. Well, it's funny because Nicky Gumbel, I think, was an atheist, wasn't he not? Before he he did Alpha, but the reason why we like are our like ears perked up when you said barrister is because we had to look up what a barrister was, because he kept saying like, oh yeah, like in the Alpha videos, because we both served at Alpha.
Oh come on,
at the church.
Big shout out.
Yeah,
big
absolutely.
shout out. We love Alpha.
But he kept saying like, oh yeah, like I came from like a like a
Family of
family
barrister.
of baristas. But he has like an accent, and we're like, baristas. Like, what's so prestigious
Proud
about that?
legacy
I know
of
that they're like like pretty sweet people.
Come on,
Shout outs,
amen.
shout outs to our baristas for sure.
Yeah.
But we're like, he's saying it like it. He had to go to like
Like
a lot of school for it. We're like, what?
And he was like, yeah, like my father was a barista and my mother was a barista and my grandparents were baristas.
I was like, wow. You must
I was
know
like, man, I didn't know.
his coffee is like
Coffee runs in your
In my
veins, Nikki.
That's in my veins.
But I had
Ice tray.
But what was it again?
Barrister.
Yeah, all I know is that it's not a barista.
Yeah. And he's like, and he was like, and my, like, and if my dog could be a barista, he would be a barista
Yeah, I was
too.
like, oh, sick, cool.
I'm like, oh, I mean, I know some shops where they allow pets, so that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's right.
But I think it's like a certain type of lawyer, is it not? It's like someone
practices law.
who actually goes to court,
Mm.
I think.
Yeah, probably.
And not just like not a lawyer who maybe researches or doesn't do court work.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what like they were like the Wigan things.
Dang. I need to see that.
Oh,
if anyone's got footage of Nicky Gumbel in a
In a wig.
wig, pull it up real quick.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
that's-
Shout out Alpha.
Yeah. Alpha's great. Like if we should do a shout out later to them, because it's starting for a lot of places now. So if you're thinking,
Come on.
yeah.
Come
That's
on.
true.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
But here's a question.
Yeah.
Now you're at UBC, right?
Yeah, back at the old stomping ground.
Doing some geography,
Geography. Doing some earth writing.
earth writing.
Geo and
Geography.
graphing. Yeah.
Yeah, just graffitiing the earth.
Pretty
So-
much.
And getting really hyper focused in it. Going for your PhD.
Yeah. What does that mean to have your PhD in earth writing?
Yeah.
What do you like? I guess the question is, so you're gonna get a PhD in earth writing, and if you had to sum it up, like what is earth writing at the PhD level for someone who doesn't know?
Yeah, come on.
What would it be?
Somebody like me.
Yeah, and
No, I was trying to figure it out
or
too.
me.
Let's just have a brainstorming session and find out what geography really is. No, that's such a great question. I think coming into uni, like from high school, I had no idea what geography was. Like
Yeah.
I thought,
Google Maps. That's what I thought it was.
yeah, like pretty much. Like it's like, what's the capital of North Dakota? It's like, okay, Bismarck, but like,
Okay.
Hey, stop flexing on us,
Yeah.
bro.
or maybe South Dakota. I'm not too sure. Rip. But
Do you know what the capital of New Mexico is? Albuquerque.
That's right, Albuquerque. Confirmed with a Texan.
Heck yeah.
It's probably correct.
oh no, but for real, like I thought it was the most boring like subject that I'd have in first year. Like I thought it was just like coloring in what's the capital of this, maps. But I ended up just absolutely loving my intro to geography course. Shout out to
Yeah,
Professor Trevor Barnes and Professor David Lay.
they're for sure listening.
Oh, I 100% hope they are. No, but if you are,
I'm sorry.
I'm indebted.
myself.
Yeah, they're two lovely British lads. David Lay sadly retired a few years after I took this course, but Trevor Barnes is currently my supervisor
Yeah.
at UBC, so it kind of came full circle.
No way.
Yeah.
But I like to describe geography as a potluck. Like I feel like it's a discipline where everyone brings their own thing to the table, like their own dish to the table.
Nice.
So some people bring an appetizer or a main course or a dessert, and my entree might be like, I'm interested in urban stuff in cities, and then you like bring that to the table, and then another person brings like their own passion for the environment, and you get to like just like have a wonderful feast and like pick and choose like what you like out of that grand potluck, and like you all bring your own research methods and interests, and like I feel like geography is that discipline where like there's no real like disciplinary boundaries of like this is what geography does and we only do this.
Yeah.
But it's like it has room for everybody. There's always a seat at the table for someone who doesn't even call themselves a geographer.
Okay.
And for someone like me who has a hard time like putting myself like in a box and like saying like just do this, like geography allows me to like have a feast at a potluck, and like at the end of a potluck it's like you bring some stuff home, or like there's always takeaway, and like you get to like then like bring some foods that you love from that other people are doing, like other research projects.
There you go.
You got to bring a Tupperware and just be like,
oh come on, we're
environment, nice.
Nice.
100%.
Is civil engineering, can that be looped into geography?
Oh, bring it in, brother. There's room at the table.
There you go.
Come as you are.
There you go.
Yeah, like there's people. Yeah. No, for real though. Like there's someone who I know who's in civil, and he's doing things around how do we make buildings like he's exploring like wooden buildings, using wood in buildings, and also how they can be like a little bit less carbon intensive. And like that's a geography question too, of just like the environment and cities and buildings. So like right off the get-go you have like a dish there ready for a civil engineer to like then come in and figure out. And so yeah, geography is a potluck. I feel like it's about like people, places, and power, and the planet. So that's a lot of P's, but
the 4 P's.
that's the 4 P's: people, place, planet,
And power.
Wow. You're like the pastor of geography.
Yeah. just like preparing
Really.
a potluck of powerful poems.
Yep.
perpetually. In perpetuity.
Nice words.
In perpetuity.
Awesome.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's
Well, yeah.
great. Well, it's great to talk to you.
Yeah.
Even though you have no expertise in podcasting, I feel like you did pretty well.
Thank you.
Yeah. A lot better than I do.
No.
What?
No, I'm glad. I'm so glad that.
Like, it doesn't sound like you needed a warm up at all.
No,
I think you were fresh.
No,
Absolutely.
Hopefully, we stayed on track for the most part. I'm glad that we
Oh, yeah,
stayed
for
to
sure.
the agenda. Hopefully, or this could have gone.
Nico
Could have gone sideways.
Nico embodies the saying, "If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready."
That's a great saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I don't know who's that. I think it was like T.I. or something like that.
The great philosopher
The great
T.I.
philosopher T.I.
The words of T.I.
Yeah. Anyways,
Like
yeah.
Terminator 1?
Yep.
T.I.?
It can be.
Okay.
T1000.
T1000?
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways,
I mean, you
that's
guys got any
awesome.
shout outs?
Shout out your professors.
Yeah, one more time.
Come on,
One more
shout
time
out.
for the
Let 'em
folks.
know.
Shout out to Professor Trevor Barnes.
Yep.
Yep.
Come on, love to see it. Shout out Professor David Lay. Shout out Professor Alvin Wiley.
Hey.
Oh.
Okay.
Professor Jamie Peck.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out
The UK.
the UK.
Yeah.
Professor Mia Gray for, absolutely taking me under her wing.
Nice.
And shout out to Mom and Dad and
Let's
the bro.
go.
Yeah.
And the coaches
La
out
familia,
here.
let's
the
go.
People who,
Which is
mentors and y'all.
Yeah.
nice.
Could I ask y'all a question?
Oh, what's up?
Are we still rolling? Producer
Yeah.
Joe?
We got one question in.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And then we got it.
Then we gotta
Gotta wrap.
All right. When is the best time to eat a banana? What does a banana have to look like for it to be good for y'all?
When it's yellow.
Hot take. How yellow?
Just not when it's green. It leaves a weird film, like weird taste, it's a weird mouth feel when it's green.
That's very true. So I think I would agree with Josh. Like if the banana you're eating has left the film in your mouth, it wasn't ready. That's how you know that your banana
wasn't
not
ready. Yeah, it wasn't ready.
It wasn't strapped.
I think
It still had to get ready.
yeah, it's not to get ready.
Yeah, absolutely.
The best time to eat it is I think in the morning or if you have cramps.
Before a run. You're pretty sure.
Yeah.
That's right.
But like, how many like black spots on it? Like overripe? Like, I feel like I've eaten too many overripe bananas.
Why?
To be like, I think I'm gonna. If ever I'm on the side of like, I'd rather have it a little bit underripe than like way overripe.
Oh,
So you like the
what's
film?
it feel? What's it feel?
You like the film. You're into the
Oh,
film.
not too much.
I'll just cut away the mushy parts.
I like
when it gets
Polaroids,
too-
but I'm not sure.
Get out of here! Get out of here with the.
They're letting everyone in the podcast these days. Bunch of cuts. Come back.
But yeah, I mean, like we'll have to put this topic in the parking lot and revisit it another time. So
Yeah, maybe we'll ask it in the next pod.
yeah,
Come on.
we'll talk more about bananas. When is the best time to eat them and at what doneness? Ripeness.
What done?
What done it? What do
We should do it.
Done. Do you like your bananas?
Crocodile Dundee.
Boys, are there any final shout outs?
Shout out middle school.
Middle
on.
school.
Middle school youth.
Let's go.
Good people.
Great people.
Great people. Very good. And
Come on.
shout out producer John.
Oh, come on.
Always keeping us right.
Yeah. Making sure.
Keeping us ready.
Making more
And
sure.
Just sweating in the background. It's hot in here, y'all.
It's hot. It's hot.
Yo,
around.
it's hot in here. It's 5 a.m. in France, right? now.
shout outs to
You're struggling out.
mice and keyboards.
Yeah. You always
Can't live
need.
without you.
You always need your paraphernalia. Just remember that. That's our tip.
There you go.
You can't bring the big guns without bringing the bullets.
Did you get your tickets to the gun show?
Oh no!
Whoa, dang, Nico. One more time.
One more time for the.
We didn't need to see. We didn't need to see that. We
I
didn't
think
need to see
so.
that. All right, cut.
All right, we're good.
Nice.
Thanks
Thanks
y'all,
everyone
having
for coming. Thanks, Nico.
Sorry, Daniel, we can't get to you
Oh,
today.
Daniel.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Awesome.
me. Love you,
Okay.
Daniel.
Well, we'll get you next time.
Yep.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye. Ciao.
Grazie mille. Tutto bene. Prego.
Let's meet again.